Today is a great day for kids throughout our country, as they will soon have healthier and more nutritious food in their schools. As we continue to focus on the twin issues of childhood obesity and hunger, we will increase access to good quality meals in school cafeteria so the nutritional needs for our youngsters are better met. The President and First Lady have adopted strongly for passing the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010. And this bill, along with the resources and the powers provided under it, are going to allow USDA to be much more effective and aggressive in responding to obesity and hunger challenges for America's kids, said Mr. Tom Vilsack, the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture, on the issue of President Obama signing the new Healthy and Hunger-Free Kids Act in 2010. Little did he know the problems and issues kids, parents, and teachers would have with the new guidelines. Every First Lady has had that one project that they work on while their husband is in office. Laura Bush's project was funding for American libraries, and Nancy Reagan's project was the Just Say No campaign. Well, Mrs. Obama's cause is the issue of childhood obesity. She targets in her Just Move campaign. On March 24, 2010, the Senate Agriculture Committee approved legislation, the Healthy and Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010, that would permit the Agricultural Department to establish healthier standards for all foods in schools. The Agricultural Department in the next 3 years will take unhealthy foods from vending machines, limit the amount of protein that kids are allowed to have in school lunches, and make a greater number of low-income children eligible for free or reduced-cost meals. Soon, more restrictions will be put in place on January 1st of 2014. Although these steps toward healthy lunches would be good steps in the right direction, we are far from what needs to be done. One problem of mine is the significant difference in the amount of protein that high school and grade school students need and what they are receiving at lunch. In this chart shows the daily needed protein intake. Following are some examples of meat that is served in school cafeterias and their protein quality. 2 ounces of chicken breast roaster with skin contains 17 grams of protein. 2 ounces of lean pork roast center loin contains 16 grams of protein. 2 ounces of roast turkey breast contains 16.4 grams of protein. 2 ounces of 90% lean ground beef patty contains 14.4 grams of protein, and 1 beef hot dog contains 5.06 grams of protein. Where are kids expected to get the rest of their daily protein intake? Understandably, they will get protein at breakfast and dinner, but these examples of protein intake at lunch are ridiculous. The fact that high school students are getting a third of the protein they should have in a day, and that grade school students are getting almost over half of their daily protein intake is what I call ridiculous. Many applaud the idea of fresh fruits and vegetables, but is it really fresh? What is fresh? Maybe a better word would be raw. Canned peaches or raw peaches? Many kids would choose the raw peaches over the canned peaches. Although in a study in 1977 done by the University of Illinois, they concluded that canned foods, done right, could be an excellent replacement for raw foods. Think about what kids are more apt to eat. Also, think back to those peaches. What are they in? Sugar. Kids know what good food is. Some people in the United States believe that the school lunch policy is at the heart of the growing crisis of childhood obesity. But in reality, where do kids learn their good and bad habits? That's right in their own home. If parents serve their children chicken nuggets and fries or something of that sort every day for lunch and dinner, what are kids more expected to eat? They would be expected to eat things that they are used to eating and things that they see at home. So when and if that fresh piece of fruit is placed on their tray, along with a side of French fries, the child would be expected to eat their main dish and French fries and throw away the piece of fruit. It is despicable that parents blame the school lunch system that their kids are coming home hungry and they don't eat their fruits and vegetables, when in their very home the parents don't serve fruits and vegetables, therefore setting an example for their children. Yes, Not all kids are linebackers on the football team, and not every child needs the same amount of protein intake. But this one-size-fits-all program isn't working the way it's supposed to. Elementary kids are getting the protein they need, but high school students are still coming home hungry. You say kids need to bring snacks to school? Some kids don't have that option. For some kids, that school lunch is the only meal they have in a day. Open your eyes, recognize the problem, and take steps to fix it. Although it is agreeable that school lunches are unhealthy and something needs to be changed, maybe the USDA needs to make more clear restrictions. Canned is not fresh. Packaged is not fresh. Frozen is not fresh. Maybe kids are hungry after lunch, not because the portions are growing smaller, but because kids know what good food is. And fresh, healthy food that they're being served isn't so fresh and healthy. Some people in the United States believe that the school lunch policy is at the heart of a growing crisis of childhood obesity. But in conclusion, a step towards healthy lunches would be good steps in the right direction, but we are far from what needs to be done. Protein intake needs to be higher at lunchtime to keep kids fuller longer so that they get through school, sports, their after-school job, and any other extracurricular activities that they participate in before they are able to go home. It needs to be understood what is really fresh and what is not. Kids know what good food is. Stop serving food that is, well, frankly, gross. Do this so kids can grow up right.